Well, it's Thursday night, Nigel. If I've got my day correct, I believe it's Thursday. The studio down here is quite down there. I got some shit to clean up, but it's in much better shape than it's been for a while. Um, I'll wait until some people join. Oh shit! I forgot to do something. Hang on. Don't mind me. This will just take a second.
Microwave.
What?
Microwave.
What's that?
That's what that weird chef calls a microwave.
A microwave?
Yes.
Oh,
That
God.
Nigel Lawson.
Okay. Now I'm setting up the chat. So, what's going on out there in the world of my Benites? See, I don't like that. Hang on a second. Let me fix this. I'll fix this way. Okay, then I can go to that share screen. And this is okay. That shows that it's on Bad Ben TV also. Well, somebody is watching Benign right now.
Did you know
Did I know?
that according to doctors now, because of social media and everything, they're saying people sit too long on the toilet. And it's causing an increase in hemorrhoids.
Not if you have a bidet.
I'm just telling you what they just said.
It's probably true. People sit there on their phones, and I mean, people like flip out if they go into the bathroom and they forgot their phone. So, lots been going on. I'm making. I had to actually work with a depressing prop, but I won't talk about it. So why'd I bring it up? Because I'm an asshole. Cousin Doherty is hi, Carsey. Cousin Doherty is not doing well. She is. Look, I tell you guys almost everything. She's probably like in her last few days of life on earth after 88 and a half years. She's was taken to the hospital from the nursing home, and she decided a couple weeks ago to go with a DNR and to just provide comfort, but not to do any heroics. I visited her twice last week, and from the first time I saw her, which she wasn't doing great, to the second time I saw her, where she was doing less good. She is frail, tired, weak. She can't hear, she says, and yet when she talks to you, she whispers, and it is what it is, folks. Excuse me, I shouldn't have done that while talking about such a serious topic. Today we went to out to Walmart. I had to get some stuff for the film, and I also spent more time cleaning up down here. Believe it or not, and obviously you can't see it, it's too tough to move the camera. But over here, it's the first time I've been able to see that wall in probably 10 years. And hopefully tomorrow down there, that'll be cleaned up. It has to be, because I've got to shoot down there. So, when it comes to cousin Darty, I, did what I could for her in the past. Hi, Tiffany. Haven't seen you in a while, but thank you. I did what I could for her in the past 4 years. And the fact of it is that if in November, one day in November, like the week before Thanksgiving, when we were going to take her groceries, she didn't answer her phone. So I called her nephew, and he stopped over there. When he got there, the police and ambulance were there, and she had fallen and apparently was laying there for 4 hours. She was, let me put this up here until more people come in. And when her nephew got there, she had said that Mom and Nigel were standing there, and I kept asking them why they weren't helping me up, why I wasn't there. And she had a real bad urinary tract infection. She didn't want to go to the hospital. Her nephew, hi Paisley, haven't seen you in a while. Her nephew insisted she go, and she was there for a while. And then, hi Jacob, King Nigel. I like that. You can be in my court. You can be at my round table. And then she's been in between the hospital and the nursing home since November. And the truth of it is, hey, Space Dog, the truth of it is if she had not been in the nursing home or in the hospital, she would have Is that Tracy Pinkerton? If she had not been in the nursing home or hospital, she would have passed already. So she's had a couple months to tell everybody how they're failing her. But, they're right now have just made her comfortable. So that's what's happening. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not on the back deck, is today it got warm. And, well, you know what, Jacob? She's 89, almost 88. Tracy S. Let me log on to my proper Bad Ben account. Okay. Um, she is 88 and almost 89. So it's sad when you hear these stories like I've heard this week from people through the Benite community. Hello, Cherie. Did you work today? Of people who are like in their 40s and 50s and sometimes even 30s that have passed unexpectedly. Well, you say your mother-in-law had to go through the nursing home thing. It was hard and felt really guilty. But the truth of it is in a nursing home, and plus you said she had real bad dementia. Um, and you have a house with kids and she was getting dangerous. That's the best place she could be, because as well as you think you could care for a person, you probably can't give them the same care they can give in a facility. On a brighter note, there's my cock. But, you know, it is what it is. And to be honest with you, when someone's really sick and they finally pass, it is um, right there. Space dog, that's what I'm talking about. Um, when a person finally passes, when they're, elderly and they're depressed and they're not feeling good and all, it comes with a sense of relief. I know when my mother passed away after 10 years of being her primary caregiver, um, it was a sense of relief. Now, Carsey, I have two different requests from you: eyes and the teeth. Well, Jacob talked to me about two. He said teeth and then he said eyes. So we before I do this, because this is filming this weekend, I need to know, is it eyes or is it teeth? Now I have the teeth. I didn't say the teeth were out. The heart, the brain are out, and the teeth and the eyes remain. So tell me here which it is. Is it eyes? And the teeth, by the way, so you know, are loose. They're not like a set of false teeth. They're like teeth, individual teeth. Okay, so it's eyes. Let me just there aren't 3 episodes of Tom Riley Paranormal Investigator. There's 1 episode. And we have the Bad Ben TV channel. It's on Roku and Fire TV. Oh no, that's all right. You just let me know when, I just gotta. By the way, I needed an email from you, Jacob or Carsey, in which you um, tell me a little bit about yourself, like what you want about the eyes. Now, the eyes, by the way, are what color are your eyes? By the way, if anybody has subscribed, make sure you're paying $5.99 because some of at one point the price was $9.99, then it was $6.99, then $5.99, and $9.99 was the default. We made it $6.99. Okay, the eyes are blue. So make sure you're paying $5.99. Well, I don't know why. I'll have to go look at IMDb because there's not the Angel of Death we were working on, the Cape Bay Chupacabra we were working on, but I never finished them. Now, Jacob and Carsey, did you see part one? You saw where I was reading like about the body parts, like in the case of Kelly Mergen's hands. That's what I need you to give me something to say. Like something about your eyes, like it can't be super long, but just give me an idea, like something like it's going to be a story, right? But not like paragraphs. It should be like a few sentences where I could say, like, these were the eyes of Carsey Marie Morse, and she had 20/20 vision, or she had radial keratotomy, or she wore contact lenses, or she used to love to go watch birds or watch cars or watch television, that kind of stuff. What you said, Tiffany, you said I'll be updating my subscription to both this weekend. You don't need to subscribe. What do you mean by both? One subscription allows you to log into badbentv.com or to log into a Fire TV device or log into a Roku device. You don't need 3 subscriptions. But please, when you sign up at badbentv.com. Don't sign up on your Roku or your Fire. Sign up on the website. And once you sign up, you can then log into your Roku or Fire. Some people have told me, Carsey, just write whatever you want. So today was Scott's 10% of the way done. He does it's 8 weeks, 5 days a week. So it's 40 days of class. And today he completed day 4. And by the way, in my cleaning up down here, I don't think I brought them over here. Here, can you guys entertain yourselves for a minute? I'll be right back.
In your what? Your ass?
I have these from a while ago. These are Bad Ben posters. So I'll be putting them up on the site tomorrow. There's Bad Ben with the baby Ben on it. I got two of them that have never been opened. So I got a lot of them. And this is, so you can see it. It's Bad Ben, Stay Out of the Basement with Baby Ben at the bottom. So I got a lot of them. I think they're 11 by 17. Archer, you're really being a bit of a nudge. And hey, Nick, the posters will be $10, but I gotta weigh them to see what the shipping will be. I'll put them up. They were $17, I think, but I'm lowering them because I've had them and I just want to move them. And I autograph them if you want them autographed in the notes. Excuse me. They'll be up on the site tomorrow. If you want it signed in the notes, put that you want it signed. If you don't want it signed, I won't be offended, but it's my recommendation whenever you get anything autographed by any celebrity, not as many are as big as I am, but no, my recommendation is get them to sign their name, but don't get them to put your name. Now, you might want to, especially if you're buying it for like your kid or something. You might want to say, to Bob, and I usually underline Stay Out of the Basement, Nigel Bach. And but if you just get it signed by the celebrity, their name, say I make it super big one day and you want to sell that to buy a house, it's worth a lot more if it's just their name. Oh, I love the I've survived. The t-shirt with on the back, it says I survived, and it listed, I think, the first 12 films. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. John, I'll put it back up there. There you go. I was just putting up there that Bad Ben TV is available on Roku and Fire TV, but there's the thing to scan. And I see you on there. I'll do another one. See, it's getting tough though, because we're now talking 14 films. And that last one, it's I Survived. It gets down to 12, and you're talking two more lines. So I'll move it up as high as I can. But, It's just, and I'll shrink the font just a tiny bit. We also, I showed this shirt the other day. Let me see. This is kind of tough. This shirt I'm doing, but I'm going to probably reverse that and make it black. The shirt black with white lettering. I'll have to see how Frankenstein looks in green, because if it doesn't look good, then I'll just make it white. I'll do all that tomorrow. You all right, Hal? I just heard you huff and puff.
Do you know how to get rid of a splinter?
With tweezers.
No, they say don't do that because you can injure yourself.
Oh, that's bullshit.
You combine,
Not an eggshell.
No. You combine 2 tablespoons of vinegar with a tablespoon of salt. Soak your finger in there for a minute, and it's supposed to come right out. It's supposed to fall out.
Yeah, I will tell you right now, that's bullshit.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I used to get splinters all the time. And one of the things they talked about was you take the lining of an eggshell, or like the coating on an egg, and you wrap it around your finger, and that's supposed to draw it out.
If you got it on your palm, you're supposed to soak it for 5 minutes, and you won't even have to pull it out. It'll just fall out in the water.
And you'll smell like a salad all day.
I'm just telling you what the tip said.
Well, last time I had a splinter, I had to have a plastic surgeon take it out. I went, it was my regularly scheduled appointment. I go twice a year for, they check for skin cancer and all, just like a dermatologist. And I said, I got something, this is going to sound a little bizarre. I got this splinter and I can't get it out. I couldn't say it. So he puts on those doctor's glasses where it looked like they have little telescopes on them. And he made it his personal mission to get that out. And it took him all of about 10 seconds. I got a splinter in my butt as a kid. I was sliding on the hardwood floor in the upstairs of our house, and a big splinter went in my butt cheek. And I was young enough that I wasn't embarrassed to go running down to Mom and show her my bare ass and say, get this out of me. So tomorrow I'll have posters up there. And I'll have some new variations of t-shirts. Oh, wait, let me open this up in case. Well, John, I put up the QR code, but you're not in there. We haven't seen Tiffany in a while. We haven't seen Nick in a while. They're all coming back to the fold. I started a little late tonight because Mrs. Biggins and I are catching up on House of Dragon because Sunday night that relaunches. The boys just came back on Prime today.
There's 3 episodes so far out.
Right.
I'm just letting you know.
No, thank you. The first 3 episodes came out. And The Bear comes back this month.
another trivia question for you. Not really a trivia question, but according to Target, what is the second busiest, I guess, holiday shopping for them as far as like online orders, pickup orders, that kind of thing? After Christmas,
I don't.
After Thanksgiving.
I don't dare say.
What?
You tell me. Who get all right, fans? Guess what? Next to Christmas, what's the second most popular online shopping? And you're not talking like Cyber Monday, right?
No, it's for people placing orders to pick up or ordering online to have it shipped to the house.
For people to place orders online or to have them shipped to the house, not Christmas. What's the second most popular? Carsey says Easter. That's it? You're right. Do you know why that is, though? Because it's also around the time most people get their income tax return. Except for me. When you own your own business, you never get an income tax return anymore. I haven't gotten an income tax return since 2004. Phil! Well, let me see why that is. There it is. Now it's there. I see Dusty. And Phil's now in the chat. Oh, God. So I was updating everybody. Cousin Darty was given the doc. If I got the right information, and I'm sure I did, but I can't imagine the doctor saying it. No, I do get write-offs for my business, but that just lowers my tax bill. It doesn't like wind up in a tax return. Cousin Darty, they're saying, is probably 48 hours to any time from now to a week from now. She's probably going to become a ghost in one of my horror stories. But she's, she's 88 and a half and still sassy.
Well, it's like, for some reason, I've been getting a lot of videos popping up of people doing, picking orders for online orders at Targets lately. And that was just something
I've ordered online from Target before.
People regularly work 14-hour shifts for that. They call it fulfillment at Target.
Well, they don't deliver it, though.
No, they just pack it, and then they pack it for pickup orders and pack it for online orders to ship out.
Well, I've had like before when I've been busily at work here, I've had ink delivered once, but we've had the Target's probably the best delivery system I've seen because
definitely not Walmart.
No, because Target will the shopper goes in there and they text you while you're there and say, do you need anything else while I'm here? And I'll say, do you have a gun? I'll say, hold them up and we'll split now. But by the way, here's a comment on legalized marijuana. If you are a Second Amendment person, for guns and stuff like that, You probably do not want to get a medical marijuana card. If you also want to own a gun, because marijuana, it's legal here in New Jersey. Me and Mrs. Biggins partake once in a while. We get like the edibles. Um, it's funny, I smoke cigars, but I don't like smoking a joint. But we'll
I've
get
never smoked a joint.
no. Well, we've given them all away. We ordered them twice and gave them away. Um, but medical marijuana, marijuana is legal for recreational use in New Jersey now, and there's dispensaries, and this one we found is just awesome. Um, but you, it's not legal. It's not federally legal. Like you have to go in there and pay with cash. You can't use like a credit card. It's crazy. I don't think you can even use a debit card. But anyway, just think about that. If you like for home protection, or if you're insane and you own like 50 machine guns, don't get a medical marijuana card because that is federal and it puts you in the federal system. And then my cousin told me that. In fact, I heard that, by the way. Everybody heard that, I think.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You erupted over there.
I didn't.
You're disgusting. No, you're
You're
not.
disgusting.
No, you're not. So, I bought a handgun years ago for home protection. Just because we're kind of out here in the woods, but we're also like a mile and a half from the police station. So if there was something, I would call 911 and stand there holding my handgun, shaking like a leaf until they got there. Like if somebody was trying to break in the front door. But my cousin, who's a retired police officer, calls me about 2 years ago and says, how many bullets does your clip hold? I said, I don't know, 8. And then I went and counted and it was 13. And he said, if you may legally have that gun, but if they came and checked, you'd be a felon. And I said, well, that's comforting. And they changed the law in the state to, I think the max you could have in a clip is 10. So we wound up, I found a place that modifies the clips. They put a block in it so that it can only fit 10 bullets. And it was Duck Dynasty. Did you see them, Hal? Or?
Yes.
It was Duck Dynasty. I went up there. It's this house.
Did you take a picture or something?
I don't know.
I saw them. I didn't go in with you, but I saw them.
Oh.
I thought you took a picture.
I can't imagine them allowing me to photograph them, but I walked in there, their beards down to they had all kinds of Trump flags outside, and I go inside, and it's a house. It's like a garage on a house, and all over the place there were guns in various stage of repair. Nicest guys you'd ever meet. I also bought a pump action shotgun. Now, why? Because it's so,
like a badass.
it's so. I usually wear it naked, and I walk around the house. No, because that sound. If somebody's breaking in your house,
Archer.
they'll turn around and leave, and you won't have to. And I've only ever fired the handgun. I went to the local range, and took a course here. I mean, I was in the military, so I shot a 9mm and also an M16, which is basically the AR-15, which some people just dying to have them. I don't know why you need that, but it's legal. So I was in the Air National Guard, but I was active duty Air Force for about 10 of those years. But my co-star Scott was a Marine, and he loves guns. He's not crazy though, and he
Gina said about him though.
what'd she say?
Remember that picture you took when you were going to Tennessee?
He looked like a terrorist?
He looked like a serial killer.
Oh no, he's not. And they all make fun of me because I don't hunt, and I let people hunt out here, but I don't hunt. And all these guys that come, I bring them in and I show them the guns, and they laugh at me because, with the exception of the handgun, they still all have the tags on them. Well, Jacob, I think the Army is still the only branch that has warrant officers. And they can sometimes be helicopter pilots and, I mean, a variety of jobs. The Air Force did away with warrant officers quite a few years ago. And I don't think the Marines ever had them in the Navy. I could be wrong about that. I enlisted in December 12th, 1986, went to basic training in 1987, and got to go to Lowry Air Force Base for basic training. All Air Force goes there. Well, warrant officer has a very specific role, and the Air Force would behoove them to have them, all branches. But I went to, after 9.5 years enlisted, I became commissioned, and I was a personnel officer and then a comm flight officer. Personnel was the most interesting, to be honest with you. It's like a desk job, but it was Space Dog, are you trying to hurt my feelings?
What?
Said you were in the same time as my mom and dad.
I'll punch them. Do you want me to punch them?
No, they were being honest, but now I feel like 100. Oh, good. Well, congratulations, sir. I was born on Beale Air Force Base in 1987. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, but you know what? 1987 is a long time ago now. Sorry. 10, 20, 30. So you're like 35, 36. Mountain Home, Idaho. When I first got in McGuire Air Force Base, Fort Dix, it's now called Fort Dix McGuire. That used to be basic training for Army. Air Force has only ever had, I don't know, it might have changed now, only ever had enlisted basic training at San Antonio, Texas. Not Lowry. Lackland. I said Lowry earlier. Lackland Air Force Base. Lowry was in Denver, Colorado, and it's no more. And that's where I went to my technical training to learn how to repair the avionics on the F 16. And when I was done avionics training, I went to Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada for 12 weeks. And then I came home. Just turned 37. Well, you ain't a kid anymore. My God. You have a granddaughter and you're 37? How old were you when you got married? Like 18, 20? Jacob's 34. Oh, God. I'm turning 59 in 4 months. Oh, my God. Carsey's 29. Carsey, tell Jacob to email me tonight on the ice. I've got, oh, Phil's writing finally. Oh, he was. "57 in 4 days. You're still younger than me." Oh my God. Is there anybody in here older than me? I glued my balls to my butthole again. Sorry, that's, people with AI now are creating songs that don't exist. One has the C word in it. Are you really 70, Dusty? You look young. Oh, that's an avatar. Sorry. It's an emoji. Well, Dusty, you can come here. I've got 2 rocking chairs on the front porch that I've probably sat in a total of 10 minutes in the 3 years we've had them. Yep, but looking like 50. You go, Dusty. One of my favorite songs, Dusty Springfield sang. Although it sounds kind of weird for a guy to say that because it was the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. So that's kind of weird. Dusty Springfield. And that was in Pulp Fiction, which I paid homage to at the end of Frankenstein. When I opened the box and the glow illuminates my face. Carsey's 29, Jacob's 34, Phil's 57 in 4 days. Phil, you sound younger when you type. And happy almost birthday. Let's see, 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Monday? Well, I like most of Tarantino's stuff if he's not in it. But that's not in all the cases, because Reservoir Dogs, I think he was in. And that was okay. But I like Pulp Fiction. Did he do Inglourious Bastards?
Yes, what about Reservoir Dogs? That's my favorite.
I liked it, but wasn't he in it? Yeah, he's a weirdo, though.
He gets killed at the very beginning.
Okay, calm down.
Spoiler alert.
Calm down. I brought you down here to keep me company and so the Benites could hear you talk. I didn't bring you down here to attack me. I got put on my shopping list that I need chapstick. I saw the funniest meme one day. Somebody showed a full roll of toothpaste and says, and then they show two pictures, a full roll of toothpaste, and then it curled all the way up. But they don't really curl anymore because they're plastic. But it shows curled all the way up. And they say, how come it takes us a month or a week to get from full to this, and then that last part, it's that way for like weeks. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was good. That's where I first got to see Elvis. What's his name?
Who? What?
The kid from Elvis.
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. I said when he came riding on the horse, I said to Holly, I said, that's a good looking dude right there. I wonder if he would do a Bad Ben film.
That movie with him and biker thing is coming out on the 21st, but it's in theaters only.
And it'll be out before the summer's over. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was good. Reservoir Dogs I liked. I never watched the Kill Bills. Neither one of them. And this is going to sound sexist, but I don't like women fighting. Although Wonder Woman, how you know my feelings on Gal Gadot. Oh my God. Lasso me with your golden lasso, baby. I didn't see the Hateful Eight. But that one, Inglourious Bastards, I like that. That guy that won the Academy Award, what's his name? Wolfgang Puck?
Can't remember his name. I know
you know who I mean, though.
With the gray hair.
Yeah, he was just outstanding in that. Brad Pitt was good in that.
You know my feelings on Brad Pitt.
She doesn't like Brad Pitt, but you know what other Brad Pitt film I liked? Meet Joe Black. You know, Reservoir Dogs broke the rules on screenwriting in that most of it was shot in one room. Christopher Waltz, right. You know Topher Grace? Well, his name is Christopher Grace, and he goes by Topher.
I love that.
What?
That he calls himself Topher.
Yeah, well, I never put it together, Christopher and Topher. But down at the pretzel place we go to, there's two Chris's that work there, and one goes by Topher. And I'm like, you weirdo. Well, another film that was shot, I think, entirely in one room was My Dinner with Andre. And if dialogue is good, you can sit there and watch everything in just two people talking. Aaron Sorkin's his shit drives me nuts because it's but he's known for his dialogue. The West Wing was a good series. What's his kid? Something we watch now. His kid writes for. How?
What?
A series we watch now. Aaron Sorkin's son writes for.
Something to watch now?
Well,
he used to write for Designated Survivor.
Yeah, but did he also write for The Leftovers? No, that wasn't him.
I thought it was just Designated Survivor. I'll Google it.
What's his son's name though?
I don't know. I'll find out. Aaron Sorkin.
Son.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You are about to get banned.
I am not. He's 63, by the way.
That's young. When I'm staring at 59. Too big to fail? Now, that's not what I'm thinking of. He might have written for that, but. So on Monday, I'm going to sing Phil happy birthday. Billions. That's it.
Well, okay.
That's right. Because they were in that too. Billions has my favorite intro. It's literally 5 seconds long. It's boom, 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 boom. And then they go into it. It shows Lower Manhattan, the World Trade Center. It shows there. They don't call it that anymore. Freedom Tower. I like Billions. I like the way it ended too.
You don't usually like the way they end TV shows.
Well, I like that. 6 Feet Under was an incredible ending, although you were upset. I know why you were upset.
But you didn't like Lost.
I wasn't a fan of Lost.
The whole show or just the ending?
Just the later seasons. Like same with Walking Dead. The first couple seasons were good, and then the last couple seasons just sucked. I didn't even know they made the Rick and Michonne one.
Yeah.
Was that on AMC?
I'm assuming it was. Jennifer watched it and loved it.
And
she's
watched.
a huge Walking Dead fan. Even the stuff that wasn't good, which she admits is not good, but she still liked it anyway.
Well, we watched Negan and
Maggie
one episode.
I was gonna tell you something that I forgot.
I think The Last of Us is good.
I'm not thrilled with it because I like Pedro Pascal. I don't like the girl, and for reasons, I'm not looking forward to season 2. It's not. Most of it's not going to be good.
Well, didn't you say he might get killed off?
Spoilers for people who haven't played the fucking video game, dude.
I thought it's out in the public that he took off. People were saying it.
He didn't film for very long for season 2, yes. Only a couple weeks. And that show, if hypothetically he's not there, that show's not going to last without him. He's the whole reason people watch it.
Well, if you think I had a spoiler, you should see what Space Dog's writing in here right
What?
now. He says, no might about it, Nigel. Homeboy dies. How do you know? Because the video game he does?
Yeah, and the person that has it done has been cast, and they've shown that they've been filmed on set and everything. And the rest of it is going to be between the 2 women characters, but like I said, I don't like that girl. I don't like her. I didn't like her in Game of Thrones. I don't like her in that.
Well, Phil is saying, I will try to watch on Monday, but I will be on vacation. Might be too baked to do much. And Phil's turning 57, and he's a partaker. Well, in that case, I'll have to do it now. Happy birthday to you on Monday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Phil Chestnut. Happy birthday to you. And many, 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 many more. Get baked and watch Lots of Us. Last of Us. Sounds horrifying. When Stranger Things come back? Next year?
I think the end of this year now, because I know they've been filming. I think something like a bug bit him out there.
Why?
Because he was freaking out when I brought him in.
I know. He's pushing me. Look at this. If I wind up in a wheelchair, I got him. By the way, Archer's now 67 pounds. And when we got him from the shelter 4 years ago, he was 27 pounds. And it took us forever to get him to find something he liked to eat. Holly was cooking him chicken and rice every day, or hamburgers and hot dogs and rice every day. And then finally we got this Purina EN. But he might have only been 27 pounds when we got him, and he was full grown. But he drugged me out to the car. Saturday morning, I have to take them to the vet to get their anal glands squeezed. Yeah, I know, that's disgusting, but that's why I take them to the vet to do it.
When you have trouble sleeping, supposedly, if you touch, you go from between your eyebrows all the way to the very top by your hairline.
Oh, that's funny.
And
I gotta go back to here.
You push on it for 3 minutes. When you're in bed, it will supposedly help you go to sleep. This is from an acupuncturist.
They're full of shit. So Archer drugged me out, and Saturday I have to take him to the vet, and she laughs. She normally has her phone ready to take a picture of me getting yanked off the back steps of the vets and drugged to the van. By the way, Phil, you've got some people saying happy birthday to you, but they're in Facebook. Happy birthday, Mr. President. That was my Marilyn Monroe. Oh, I also did laundry today. That's exciting.
I was watching another video about Karens getting arrested.
Was that what you were watching on YouTube? I mean, up on the big TV?
Yeah.
That looked serious.
It was serious.
She was bawling her eyes out.
She was nuts. There was one lady, they went into the bathroom and got her on the toilet peeing.
And they drug her out mid-pee.
Yes.
They really can't let them finish. What do they think? Dumping drugs or something?
I don't know. Archer, I don't know what's happening.
He wants to go out. Yes, that's Sunday. And we're watching The Sopranos now also. We're watching House of Dragon, the first season. And I think we got 1 or 2 episodes left. Just to be caught up, refreshed. It's only 8 episodes. But that'll take us till August. Well, I liked The Sopranos. I didn't like when Tony got shot and he was like in and out of it for a couple episodes. I didn't like that.
How about the ending?
I didn't like the ending.
My dad hated the ending.
The very ending.
Yeah.
But the ending was good.
That doesn't make sense. You didn't like the ending, the very ending.
The final couple episodes were good, but the final 5 minutes of the series were lame. And you know what else? Carmela, who went on to be Nurse Jackie ended exactly the same way. What? I don't think so. Well, according to the guy that David, what's his name, that did The Sopranos. Who? David who? Chase, who did The Sopranos. He said Tony died. What about Meadow? How did he come up with that? How did he come up with that? That Carmela and AJ.
Carmela and AJ also died, but Meadow survives.
That's what he said. He's a moron then for ending it that way.
Why, you think they should all have died?
I wanted to see that AJ's head get blown off.
I don't like him already, and I figure he's not going to get any better.
No. Meadow bugged the shit out of me, the whiny little pain in the ass.
But you like the mother.
I love Carmela.
No, the mother, his mother.
Oh, shit. That's Cousin Darty. His mother, and as miserable as she was in that series, is Cousin Darty, in case you're wondering. It's 9:15.
Do you know where your children are?
Yes. Did she go out? Of course. Sable would go out 25 times a day if we took her.
More than that. She'd spend all day in the backyard and come in to eat, and that's it.
Archer, however, will only go out if Mom brings him.
I will give him Benadryl when I take him upstairs.
Because he's licking his butt?
Yes. Either his butt is bothering him or something bit him.
Well, maybe I'll ask at the vet's office if it's possible if he gets one of those shots.
They always help.
Remind me to call them tomorrow. My dogs refuse to go out unless my wife lets them out.
Just him.
Sable will go out with me. Like
she would go out with Ted Bundy.
she would go out. Any of you could come to this house and take Sable out. Archer would bark at you like violently and would not go out, even if he had a turd hanging out of his butt.
No, he goes out with you if he really has to go.
If he really has to go, he does. He'll let me take him out. In the morning, the routine is I get up. Well, if I get up once during the night to go to the bathroom, Archer won't come back into the bedroom. He'll go out and lay on the couch. And then Sable comes back in the bedroom. And probably instead of laying where she's supposed to lay, she moves over and lays against me. And in the morning, Sable wants to go out. And then she'll come in and they'll eat. And Archer will eat. Like he's back to letting me feed him. And then he'll go out and they'll get their harnesses on, get in the van. By the time Mrs. Biggins comes down, is ready to go. The phone next to the front door, just so everybody knows what that was for, when 24 years ago, when I moved into this house, it was me and my mother, and I got an auto dialer so that the phone acted like a doorbell. It was before ring cams and all. We have a ring cam now. Plus, we closed in the porch, so people can't get to that phone. But you would pick up the phone, and it would dial my cell phone. So if I was down here, well, now I got cameras everywhere, too, for real. And if I was down here, my cell phone would ring, and when they picked up the phone, I said, I'll be right there. Or if I was out, or if I was next door and somebody came to the door, they picked up that phone and it would ring me. I got a Ring doorbell years ago and I returned it because it operated like shit. And then a couple years later, it was for sale on Amazon, like 1/3 the price. And I bought it. And it's worked good ever since. I also have an extender so that I have down here, I have it also, where if somebody rings the doorbell, it will go off down here. Well, in Bad Ben 6, you get to see that doorbell used the first, probably only time it's ever been shown. It was when I'm walking up to the house and the phone rings and I answer it, and it's Emily May who hired me to rid the house of ghosts and demons. Well, anyway, folks, I've been on for an hour and 14 minutes, and it's 9:15. So I am going to sign off now, but I will be back tomorrow. But remember, my broadcast is going to be a little shorter for the next couple nights because I'm trying to finish up here for Bad Ben 14 Frankenstein Part 2. And also, I'm dealing with the Darty situation. Well, I don't really have much to do in it, but I'm going to get off of here now, and I will see you tomorrow. So, see ya, love you, bye for now.